How many of you here have a pet? Okay. How many of those are adopted? So many of us have pets, majority of us, and we know that pets are like time consuming and need a lot of attention. And if we are going to decide to like adopt or purchase a pet, we should think twice about it, because many of the dogs that are like in the streets are because people put them there because they couldn't either take care of them, they couldn't afford it, and yeah. So first I'll talk about the problems or why the dogs are sent to the shelters, and secondly I'll talk about the causes, and thirdly I'll talk about the solutions. These pets are emotionally and physically hurt, and it says each year approximately 2.7 million animals are euthanized because they're either gotten from the street because they were hurt or just thrown in the street. And 10% of the 2.7 million animals were grabbed from the streets, and 83% of the dogs and 91 of the So I'll talk about the causes. So people purchase without acknowledging if they would be able to take care or afford pets. And one of the causes, it's because the people that get them either train it's mostly dogs, train them to kill, and they confuse the two terms of to train to protect and train to kill. And many of the dogs are put into dog fights. In the newspaper article in the New York Times, there's said that there were 12 people charged for dog fights, and they found 367 pit bulls that were hurt, seriously hurt, and I believe it was only 27 of those 367 pit bulls lived, though they had to be euthanized. Also, in another article, from the New York Times, it states that a lady set fire to a 2-year-old pit bull terrier because it was attacking the little boy, but the little boy was throwing hits at it with a knife, so she set fire to it. And a lady, a police officer, she got the dog and took it to the vet, but after 4 months, the dog died for kidney failure. So I talked about the problems and some of the causes, so now I'll talk about the solutions. And one of the solutions is to donate to the shelters, talk about adoption to other people, adopt a pet, and the main, in the website of APACA, it also it gives us 10 main points of why we should adopt, and the main points is to save a life, help stop cruelty, and it encourages others to adopt, and you have a choice of selections of pets to choose from. And now that we know the problems, the causes, and the solution, let's wrap things up. If you are going to decide to get a pet, it is better to adopt than to purchase one because they're already trained. They have more experience with people because people are going in and out of the shelters. And I also want to conclude by showing you my family. I have 3 chameleons, 2 corn snakes, a savanna monitor. I have 7 geckos, but I didn't put them because they're a lot. And my puppy. And actually, these 2 are adopted. This one has the ear is infected. That's why I adopted him. This one, its mouth, it keeps on swelling every month. So yeah. So out of all of them, I just